So let's go over the fight a little bit. Okay, it seems like Vader is getting the upper hand for some moments. Now, I do want to definitely mention that Vader does have more Force abilities than Obi-Wan, even at this time. Now, once again, I don't think Vader lost because he was weaker than Obi-Wan here. I think Obi-Wan is just the better fighter. I think Vader is so distraught by the dark side and the light side. He is so conflicted, I believe, that it just doesn't allow him to properly let go and choose one side. He's almost like a fence sitter a little bit, in the sense where he just wavers back and forth, and he's not fully committed. He is, but he's not all the way in there, and he never really is. And this is why Luke is able to bring him back. Because if he was fully there, if he did fully kill Anakin Skywalker, like he says he did, well, Luke would never be able to resurrect Anakin. There's always that little tiny bit of Anakin still residing within him. And as Palpatine said, actually Palpatine gave us the answer to this at the end of the show. And how cool was it to see Ian McDiarmid again? You know, big shout out to him. He looks great. Sidious tells him, and he knows, his insight is very, very powerful. He says, "Perhaps your feelings for your old master have you weakened." And of course Vader goes and he's listening, and he sits up straight, and he's just like,
"Kenobi means nothing to me. I only serve you, Master."
And of course Sidious smirks, but he knows that Anakin is always in there. He knows that Vader is always conflicted, and he's never fully giving himself to the dark side. Now, I think if Vader had given himself to the dark side completely when he was fighting Kenobi and not be conflicted, either by not wanting to really commit to killing his master, he was conflicted with the fact that this is Obi-Wan Kenobi and was distracting him. His anger, his rage, all of that was still, working to his dark side abilities. But it was, once again, his overconfidence was getting the best of him. And he didn't really realize that Obi-Wan is now back to where he was in Revenge of the Sith. He is at that power level again, with just a little bit of weakness still. And I really noticed this when Obi-Wan was struggling with the big boulder pillar, and Vader was just like so easily controlling it, and while talking to him, and then just pushes it away. So obviously Vader is more powerful than Obi-Wan in the Force. I think Anakin was always more powerful than Obi-Wan in the Force. Maybe Revenge of the Sith, they were like pretty much equally matched, but I mean, you got to think Anakin had only been training as a Jedi for what, like 13 years, and Obi-Wan all his life.